Hello lovely Cancerians, and thank you so much for joining me this week for the weekly astrology update for the 16th through to the 22nd of March. This is part of a playlist, so if you go to the top of the playlist you can get the overview for the week, but this particular video is for all you lovely sun sign and rising sign Cancerians. And just very quickly introduction, my name is Gordon. If you haven't subscribed or had the channel before, you're new to the channel, do remember, please do subscribe if you like the video, because that means the video gets out to you on a regular basis without you having to search around. And I do produce these on a weekly basis, so you can have your weekly updates more or less delivered to your door. Fantastic, thank you so much for listening. Now, Cancerians, where are we going? Well, it's quite an important week. Now, if you go to the top of the playlist, it describes what is happening astrologically for the week. If there's any problem with finding a playlist, obviously go on to the home site if you can, and you'll find all the playlists that are published each week. If you go to the top of the playlist, it will talk about what is happening in general for the week, but as you can see, it's quite an exciting week with full moons, equinoxes and all sorts of stuff. Now, the key thing here is it's that time again when we look at the full moon, the new moon. Now, of course, Cancerians, as you would know by now if you've been listening to the series, that Cancer is ruled by the moon. And so that is most important to you, but not only is it important to you in general, but it's particularly important on this particular month because, of course, the new moon is in Aries. And Aries, of course, sits in your house of ambition and where it is that you wish to go. So there can be a few challenges around this week, Cancerians, but this is really why this video is quite important to you. It seems that you seem to have reached a bit of a peak as far again as your work situation. This is really concentrating on the work situation. It can also be concentrating on a bit of a spiritual situation as well, but you've reached a bit of a peak. Now again, if you go back to the other playlist, which is looking at 2015, what 2015 holds, Cancerians, for you the flavour really is almost a total rebuild of everything around you. So getting rid of what is no longer necessary and rebuilding with a fresh. So it's quite an important year for you. Now, as we come into this new moon in Aries, super moon in Aries, so super moon means it's just got a little bit more power, but we've also of course got this eclipse, and this would be playing, can potentially play quite a lot with you Cancerians, because it's on the cusp of the 10th house, which is an angular house, so it is important as far as you getting forward. Now, other big movers that are going to be affecting you this week, of course, are Saturn, which is, slowly going backwards or holding still and then slowly going backwards in your 6th house. So this is going to highlight your work, your routine, your exercise regime, dieting, anything along those lines that are everyday items, for want of a better word, with you. Now, the key thing I want to say this week is the planet, which is Mercury, which is to do with thought, is in quite a strong position for you, and it is collided or impacted, conjunct with, of course, wonderful Neptune. Now, this is a great time for innovative ideas. This can be a time when you have that eureka moment. Now, with you guys, Cancerians, you can be a little bit cautious necessarily, or need to know that there are belts and braces. Now this will also come out because you have another little aspect that is being set up here with a bit of a challenge from Saturn. So again, this week is all about really thinking a little bit outside of the box, but the energy is with you Cancerians to be pushing the boundaries a little bit, pushing the edge a little bit, and this is to do with innovative ideas. So maybe if you're in a business where you're needing to organise cash flow, that's possible to do, but thinking a little bit outside the box, and the idea works. But you're going to have strong old Saturn sort of tugging at your string, saying, I don't know if that's quite the right way of doing things. That's not the proper way of doing things. But it's what's needed at this moment in time. And, there's a very, very expansive week for you, lovely Cancerians, very expansive indeed, because as I said, this is really in flow with your energy, and what the week is calling for is expansion and thinking outside of the box. So certainly to do with new ideas. If you wanted to get to expand as far as knowledge is concerned, so working on new education schemes, starting new businesses, anything where you are increasing, for want of a better word, increasing your portfolio will work exceedingly well with you this week. All you lovely Cancerians, thank you so much for getting involved. And if you do wish to subscribe to the channel, please, of course, press the subscribe button, and that will get the videos to you on a regular weekly basis without you having to search. And of course, we do produce this on a weekly basis. And of course, there's the website and also the email if you wish to be involved. And if you do like, if you like what you hear, then please press the like button, because it's all so important to keep the channel going. Thank you so much for being involved, and I wish you a wonderful week and speak to you again next week.